Hi guys, this is Ashish here from Advanced Agility, and today we are here with our founders Amogh and Gaurav Rajwanshi to discuss more about leading safe course. So I will now ask Amogh to give us a brief intro about what this leading safe course is all about.
Yeah, Ashish. So if you see the implementation roadmap, okay, uh, after we have decided to go safe, we create a guiding coalition. And leading safe is one of the important certification from Scaled Agile, which will lead to Safe Agilist certification. This is the only certification apart from implementing safe, which are for SPC, which give you a holistic approach about implementing safe. So it is very important, and mostly it is considered as first step for leaders and executives to understand safe framework.
Perfect. And there's one more point which many participants who generally come to inquire about the training keep on asking is that how is the this leading safe certification from the normal normal safe certifications, and what is the USP if you compare it with any other Scrum framework? So I think Gaurav, in nutshell, I think what the participant tend to ask is how does this certification help you in understanding the scaled agile versus the scrum difference?
So if I got the question right, we are trying to find out the difference between safe Scrum Master and
Yeah,
normal Scrum Master.
yeah, generally. So you can talk about like how the scrum model is there, and then there's the scaled agile model. So the difference between these two things.
It's a very, very good question, and it's a very common question which
Mm.
people ask. And sometime people would come and ask me, how would I choose between Scrum and safe? And I would say, you're asking me how would you choose between a room and a house? There is no comparison. You are not choosing between room and house. You may be choosing a different kind of house, and then within the house you may be choosing your favorite room. So this is something, you can put this analogy for Scrum versus safe. Scrum is like invented for small teams working together, trying to build something in an iterative way. If they can deliver the whole value to the customer, absolutely brilliant. But if they can't do it, they have to work with another Scrum team. Good. Two Scrum team working together. They can talk to each other, no problem. Now there can be three Scrum team, five Scrum team, 10 Scrum team. What will you do when that will happen?
Yeah.
It's like multiple room. So now you are talking about a house, a big house, which has multiple room, multiple small team talking to each other. There must be a way for them to interact with each other. There must be a way for leaders to uh, coordinate between these teams. When you do that, when you try to put together that coordination, that alignment, and you write comprehensively, you got a beautiful recipe of safe in front of
Yeah.
you. Yeah. That doesn't mean there are no other way of doing it. There may be various other way. PMI talks about disciplined agile. That's one way. But safe is the most comprehensive documentation, explanation I have seen till now. Sometimes I ask people, okay, you don't like safe, give me an alternate about it. They have no answer.
Yeah.
They have no answer about it. So yeah, you can keep on using Scrum. You start using safe when your team size, overall program size grows, when you have multiple teams and you
Yeah.
want to talk about, while I'm talking, I think Amog is,
Yeah, he's doing a very nice scribble on the whiteboard.
yeah.
So, so Mog, what are you trying to pass the message over here?
Yeah, as Gaurav was very rightly saying that agile is an umbrella explained by a philosophy of growth and generative mindset with those four values and 12 principles. And within agile there are various frameworks and practices that are team level practices, that are scrum, XP, Kanban, and there are other practices as well. These are frameworks. Other practices like test driven development, they are team level. And then we have multiple teams, enterprise level things, that how do we implement agile, lean, and DevOps at scale at an enterprise level. So agile is not only the thing, but it is a combination of various proven practices, competencies, yeah, that we have in safe and other scaling frameworks, and safe being the most popular out of them. And as per Collabra, version 1, we have a 14th annual State of Agile report, which says that SAFe is almost 35% more popular if we see 100% of the demography, that it is very much popular than its competitors.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. I think specifically for the participants who are actually going for new job opportunities and progression in their career, so they can very well see that the popularity of SAFe directly translates to much more better opportunities. But like Amogh, in the wonderful scribble that you had done earlier, so how does leading SAFe address all those points that you were talking about?
Yeah, so leading SAFe is just not about Scrum, a team doing Scrum. SAFe has other certifications for that. For example, Scrum Master, Advanced Scrum Master, and SAFe for teams, which also consider some Kanban practices as well. In leading SAFe, as you see, the first step is to create a guiding coalition. The leadership should understand how to implement SAFe. And for that, they should understand what exactly is SAFe framework all about. So in our leading SAFe class, mostly we cover around 4.5 hours about the mindset, leadership mindset, that how lean agile principles, that are SAFe 10 principles of SAFe, extend the agile principles from small teams to team of teams by implementing lean and agile at scale. So all those 10 principles, we spend around 4 hours approximately, to get that mindset into the attendees.
Okay.
And then we say that if you learn swimming by watching YouTube videos, what happens to you? Can you jump to a swimming pool?
Yeah.
But no. So knowing those principles are not enough. We get into a practice. And then rest of the chapters help the participant to see how they can get into practice with all those principles that we speak about it,
Great.
including agile product development and lean portfolio management as well, and how to implement that roadmap.
Perfect. So Gaurav, who
Thing,
will?
sorry, one thing I want to add
Yeah.
to, I can't stop myself adding this. Uh, this small analogy, like if you look at the leading safe, that's like a blueprint. So, for example, you are constructing a house. You may be going through various things. You may need an electrician to do certain bit. You may need a plumber to do a certain bit. You may need an interior decorator to do something. But when you've not actually started constructing the house, you may be just having the architect drawing the blueprint of the house, showing everything. You can see how the house will look, what will be the layout, from where the main line of electricity will go, from where the main line of water line will go. You will see all that, but you are not actually experiencing those things. That's what leading safe is giving you an overall blueprint. You can understand the wider picture. You can see the helicopter view of the framework, and you can say, I know this terrain. I know this terrain from a height. But imagine knowing a terrain from a height and then actually walking the terrain is a different. So when it comes to actually walking the terrain, then it's about implementing those principles or going deeper into the courses like Scrum Master, Product Owner, APM, RT. So that's the kind of thing. Participants should know, anybody who's trying to come to a safe world, they should know that this is the big picture and this is my path through the big picture, so that they can make aware decision. They're sure of all the data points they have, and then they can be mindful of the decision they are making about the career, their choices after that. Back to you, Ashish.
Yeah, and Gaurav, that brings me to my next question, which I was about to ask. That who do you think is the right target audience for this course?
For leading safe.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have done Scrum Master course earlier, you have done CS, certified product owner, uh, PSM, CSM. There are lots of jargon out there. I can't even remember them now. There are lots of them. If you have done all that, you are practicing the agility at the individual level, at the team level, and now suddenly you are facing the challenge of how to scale. Or maybe you are already into the pain of scalability. You're already facing that growth pain, and you are trying all sort of different things. You're being a cowboy, you're trying this and that, and hybrid and mix, whatever kind of model. You want to bring some structure to it. You should go for leading safe. You are the one who is going to be a change agent, and you don't know whether investing a lot of time and money into things like SPC or implementing safe is good for you or not. Go for leading safe. That's a teaser. you will find it out. So it's like, okay, I'll go for leading safe. I'll see whether safe as a framework, as an approach resonate with what I want to do, the way I think, the way I approach. If yes, you can go further. Otherwise, you can find out, just take few inspiration. There are lots of good things.
Mm,
There are lots of good principle. My favorite is decentralized decision making. You don't need to do safe for that.
mm,
You can be doing anything. Pick up your best, your favorite thing and move on to another thing. If you are a product owner who is running a team, small team, but again you want to now start leading multiple teams as a product owner, and kind of you want to do a product manager role. Now product manager has a different connotation in different organization. I'm not going into that, but you are responsible to deliver a bigger functionality which cannot be done by one team. Try to understand what leading safe is saying to you, and then make a call whether you want to know about the agile product management or not. So these are the
great.
different kind of people.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
short, anybody who want to experience what is scalability in agile, go for it. And the good thing is, the whole thing is not a something new invented by safe. It's a beautiful recipe created out of some powerful raw material of Kanban, lean, DevOps, Scrum, all coming together in a very nice structure way. You can do it on your own, but why would you like to reinvent the wheel when somebody has done this beautiful work? Take leverage of it, use it, move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is safe to say that the certification is good when you want to tread the waters and understand the scaling framework. So Amog, a question for you, that definitely when we have such kind of participants who are trying to go for a leading safe training, is there any prerequisite that they should be looking into when they come to this training to help them prepare for that?
Yeah, I'll answer your question, Ashish.
Mm,
Just to add on what Gaurav mentioned, one of the important segment that is missed out while we do leading safe is your stakeholders. And you might have seen I made a lot of red arrows there,
yeah,
which will disappear one by one now. Yeah. So your stakeholders also needs to be aware of that. And there are certain um, toolkits available where you can create interest in your stakeholders by giving them a 2-hour teaser. Okay. And it is very important aspect that you don't miss your stakeholders by showing what safe is and getting them along with you on this journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, anybody who wants to experience the scalability, that's what the point I was also making. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. So stakeholders in particular, I just wanted to highlight
yeah,
that portion as yet. Okay. Now coming back to your question, Ashish.
yeah. Amog. So any prerequisites?
Yeah. So the prerequisite is that you should have an experience in any domain that you do. So any freshers might also do it because it is about understanding the problem. But if you have experience of dealing with any kind of uh, domain or any kind of running a initiative at a large scale, it will help you. Okay, but there is no explicit prerequisite that safe mentions that okay you cannot do it without being XYZ uh, restrictions that you have put on there.
Makes
So there
sense.
is no restrictions. Anyone who wants to learn should
Can
be
come
able
and
to
learn.
welcome.
Makes sense. So is
Can
it?
I add a point here,
Yeah.
Ashish, if you don't mind? So sometimes I say this to my participant that uh, one of the strongest and the most powerful prerequisite for attending leading safe can be, you if you have ever felt the pain of scalability. And you know what happened? People who have already felt that pain of scalability and they don't know how to do it agile on a skill level, and the organization and leader has declared agile doesn't work, let's go back to waterfall, let's go back to basic heavyweight approval processes and all. If they come with that pain as a prerequisite, and when we go through the uncover the leading safe, they have those wow moments. Yeah, now I know how I should do it. Then they are like, I will go and launch the train tomorrow. And I'm like, hold on, there's a way to do it. There's a way to go to your leadership, get the buy-in for your leadership first. If you try to go on launch a train tomorrow, they will be asking you 2 days, 90 people sitting in a room, who will pay the money? Don't do that. Come up with the pain and try to have those wow moments, then go step by step. And we have an expert lots of expert in this area who can help you. Amogh is laughing. I think, I mean, you are able to relate to some participants' reaction and feedback in the past. Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, of course. So when you get a warm movement, you want to implement it as soon as possible. Yeah, and then they want to have a speed of innovation.
Yeah, exactly. But that always turn into a disaster. I've never seen somebody half-heartedly or just by attending the leading safe trying to launch the train getting successful. I haven't seen it yet. If somebody out there, if you have done it, if you can do it, feel free to comment on this. We would like to talk to you and learn more from you about it. Maybe
Yeah.
we can do a video about it.
Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense because I think this resonates with what Amog was telling earlier, that you cannot learn swimming just by watching YouTube videos, and definitely you cannot learn agile and how to do the implement agile in a scaling environment just by coming to a training. So it definitely there are many principles I think you need to put in practice. But if I summarize the points I think that both of you are making, is it safe for us to say that for our prospective participants, anybody who is in a mid to senior management role, who are looking to progress on their business agility journey or are looking to do scale agile transformations in their organization, this is the right starting course for them to set them on the path for agility.
Yeah,
Make sense?
absolutely. And here are the contact numbers and email
Yeah.
and websites that you may contact on.
yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to add from my side is um, try to try not to create a lot of hard lines. That's what going on in the industry. People are talking about, I love safe, I hate safe, safe is too much heavyweight, safe is too much bureaucratic, safe is good, safe is bad. It's not all about that. It's about your ability to understand the scalability. I'm using that word again and again.
Mm.
And it's not a surprise word here. It's into the safe framework, scaled agile framework for enterprise. Now, once you understand what these guys who have put together safe as a framework, once you understand that concept, that idea, you want to make it lean, you go and make it lean. Who is stopping you? I am working with lots of clients who are taking a lot of inspiration from Safe, mixing it with Spotify, and then saying, no, we don't like Safe, but we like this.
Yeah.
But you are using Safe. It doesn't matter if you are using few fancy name out there. It doesn't take away that angle, that perspective of scalability which Safe is showing you. So what I'm trying to say here is try to understand the big picture, because in this world we have complex big organization. Only then we can deliver value to the customer, when we understand how these big organizations are working, how we can be a lean, how we can turn an elephant into a tiger. That's what we are trying to say. Big organizations are like an elephant, powerful, difficult to move. Tiger, powerful, agile, quickly go through the course. So don't create hard lines, come and learn the concept, then make up your mind.
Perfect. So I think thanks Gaurav and thanks Amok for sparing out time today to come and talk about leading safe. And I think it will be a lot of benefit to the prospective participants, because I think it is the most popular training and the offering from Scaled Agile, and the kind of importance it has in the new job opportunities. So definitely people will find this talk information. And anyway, guys, if you have any more questions, you can reach out to Gaurav and Amog, and you have the contact details over here. So please do get in touch with Advanced Agility, that if you are about to start on your scaling a journey.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ashish. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Gaurav.
Bye.
Right.
Take care.